how we can mobilize to stop it. And one of the ways is to get the neighboring countries, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger. I suppose the president should sit with them and tell them that our borders are so wide and so big.
So do you think it's because our borders are porous?
You have to deny the the Boko Haram elements from getting training facilities outside Nigeria.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Nigeria under Buhari's watch on Let's Talk About It. Nigeria faces an array of security challenges and threats, predominantly Boko Haram and its offshoots, the Islamic State in West Africa. Violent events linked to these groups have roughly doubled since 2015, from prison breaks to kidnappings and brutal killings. The groups have initially focused their operations on the more desolate areas of Borno State, primarily the Sambisa forest. From this secluded hideout, the groups have mounted a series of agile attacks and cross-border raids on towns, villages, and very recently cities. These militant groups receive significant income and military supplies from robberies and kidnappings carried out on the state's highways. This siege has hindered food production and transportation, contributing to food prices spiking 50% across Borno State and Nigeria at large. Further exploiting the security vacuum in Nigeria, an organized criminal gang in the northwest Nigeria spearheaded a surge of kidnappings for ransom, targeting boarding schools. Zamfara, Niger, and Katsina states have experienced the greatest concentration of kidnappings in Nigeria. Destination highways in the northeast region have become too dangerous to travel, and airlines operate short flights. The criminal gang has made a business out of ransoms collected through these mass abductions. In fact, it has been alleged that government officials may be benefiting from the large amounts of cash used to secure hostages' release. According to a report by Africa Center for Strategic Studies, in Zamfara State, rival groups raid and clash over the pre-industrial gold mines that have multiplied in the past decade. The gang's control of the state's gold rush has attracted many impoverished and unemployed young people to join their ranks, thereby increasing the number of bandits in this region to tens of thousands. Still under this administration, Nigeria has been affected by the farmer-heather conflict. This conflict primarily affected the Middle Belt and Northwest states. Due to the widely perceived inefficacy and unwillingness of the Nigerian government to address the clashes between farmers and heathers, this encouraged the formation of ethnic militias, vigilante raids, and extrajudicial killings. The local politicians and religious leaders also made worse these conflicts by recruiting members and frequently exaggerating claims. Although ranching has frequently been proposed as a solution to the crisis, this has proven to be highly unfeasible in Nigeria due to poor infrastructure with unstable supplies of electricity, fuel, and water. Amongst other security threats and challenges in Nigeria are the militant Biafran separatists, the security sector violence against civilians, and money ritual killings by citizens. The revived Biafran secessionist activities escalated in recent years, leading to violent clashes between Nigeria's security forces and militia groups and resulting in dozens of deaths in what became known as the Olu crisis. Violence against civilians by Nigerian security forces has contributed to motivating young men in this region to join the militant groups. In 2020, the nationwide End SARS protest, led by young people, transcended the country's religion, ethnic, and political divides and demanded an end to police abuses and brutality. The protest called particularly for the dissolution of the unaccountable Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad. Over time, FSARS became known for extorting Nigerian citizens and committing human rights abuses. In a vivid illustration of this, security forces opened fire on the End SARS protesters in October 2020 to shut down marches and sit-downs across the country. Similarly, Nigerian State Security Service has regularly harassed and detained journalists with impunity. Nigerian security forces have frequently demolished urban neighborhoods and displaced vulnerable residents as a means of making way for upscale private development. This has created insecurity for thousands of Nigerians and contributed to the instability in the country's cities. In a chat with Mo Abudu in 2015, the president cited some approaches to tackling bandits' activities in Nigeria.
You are listening to the news program, you find out Cameroon seems to be fighting Boko Haram more than Nigeria.
Okay, so you're going to be looking at so your strategy would be to look at the bordering countries.
Exactly, secure our borders so that the terrorists are not able to get training facilities, neither to get weapons inside the country.
But what about those that are already in our country? What do we do with those that are on ground?
If we can stop the terrorists from getting weapons and provisions for making bombs and so on, then internally we can effectively use the military to contain them.
7+ years later, what can we really say? Under Buhari's watch, Nigerians have further developed low levels of trust in the government and security forces. How are we supposed to build stable and resilient cities under such insecure climate? What are your thoughts on security in Nigeria under Buhari's watch? Join the conversation in the comment section and see you next time on Let's Talk About It.